Hello and welcome to Japanese craft beer reviews. It's been a while for me, maybe not for you since you're just turning this on right now, but I haven't made a review for a while and I'm going to get back into it. I've got a whole series of beers from a single brewery that I'm going to look at, I think 9 or 10 perhaps. The brewery is called Ise Kadoya, and they are located in Mie Prefecture, which is in central Japan, and it is the kind of an offshoot of a sake brewery, which opened in 1575. So they have been around for a while, brewing sake, and they opened as a craft beer brewery in 1997 with some success. It was kind of helmed by I think it still is, by a man named Suzuki, who got a PhD in some form of biology. I don't know exactly which, but he studied yeast, which is of course good for a brewer. And they are located again in Ise City in Mie Prefecture, which is a very famous city. Kind of traditional city, and it's host to the Ise Grand Shrine, one of the most important Shinto shrines in Japan. And they later hired a brewer named Deguchi, who is quite good, and an assistant who used to work at, I'm sorry, no, an assistant left there, that's right, Deguchi was the brewer. And so they have a restaurant there called Kagura, and their main brewery is now called the Shimono Brewery. They built this new brewery in 2018, and they have restaurants at the Naiku Mai Shrine and Geku Mai Shrine. There are actually two shrines, the inner one and the outer one, and they have a shop at their Kagura restaurant where you can pick up beers there. They have also a couple of restaurants in Tokyo, one in Shinjuku and one in Yaesu, where you can get a number of taps. Ise Kadoya makes a lot of beers. I think I'm pretty safe in saying that they make more varieties than any other brewer in Japan, craft beer brewer. It's really kind of hard to keep up with them, and many of them, of course, are limited or seasonal beers, one-offs, and they do have kind of a set line, a regular line as well. I have a playlist of Ise Kadoya beers, so you can check that out. Please do, variety, and I'll add these beers to that. Now, this is an introduction, of course. If you have, you can skip ahead if you want to see the reviews of the beers. I'm going to look at some of their what we call omiyage beers, souvenir beers, which are sold in and around the Ise Shrine area for tourists, and then some of their newer kind of one-off beers, kind of interesting, unusual beers that they make. Okay, so we're going to begin with one of the beers from Ise Kadoya now. And here we have another beer from Ise Kadoya Beer in Ise City, Mie Prefecture, and it's this one. It's called Ise Kadoya Premium Kagura Beer, and this is an IPA, classified as an American IPA, and it's 6.5% alcohol, 35 international bittering units, and this one has only 7 ratings on RateBeer, and the average I don't have the average for that, I'm sorry. And on Untapped, it has 247 ratings, so quite a few more, an average of 3.54, quite a few. I have rated this before, and rated it about 6 years ago, and I don't recall where I got it. This one I got in Ise when I visited there in November of last year, of 2021. And it costs 480 yen. I would say that's close to $4 and change, maybe. And the website somehow calls this a session IPA, and I think that's inaccurate. It's way too high alcohol for session IPA, 6.5. So, and the name Kagura refers to a form of Shinto music which is and dance, which they show on the back, which is performed daily at both the two shrines in Ise, the Geku and Naiku, the two imperial shrines in Ise City. So this is, I gave this a 3.4 about 6 years ago, and we'll see how it is now. This is one of their beer for tourists that is in the shops around Ise and in the maybe Mie prefecture area, but not seen widely elsewhere. Okay. It is, oh my goodness, it's quite a head. Of course, I didn't pour it so well, I suppose. It's a very slightly hazy, kind of orange amber color with a very thick, 3 fingers of kind of off-white, spongy head. Very thick. And, okay. It's got a lot of caramel in the nose, a lot of some pine. Mostly seems like it's going to be kind of rich and sweet and malty. It's rich and sweet and malty. I wouldn't call this an American IPA, definitely. It's not 2022. It's just kind of on the edge of its drink by date. Sweet, malty, overripe, kind of stone fruit, maybe some dates, something sweet like dates. Hint of raisin, perhaps. Yeah, this is a little bit too much in the sweetness department. I guess it's under attenuated, but still 6.5. Yeah. And the bittering is not really up there. 35 IBUs, which is moderate for an IPA. Yeah. So I don't recommend this one terribly highly. I gave it 3.4. That was 6 years ago, and I don't think I would give it that high now. Maybe 3 or 3.1. I think this one didn't really come out quite as well as it should have. And actually it looks like this was brewed at Ichigo. Is that right? My goodness. I'm not sure exactly, but it looks like it was brewed at Ichigo in Niigata as a contract brewer, and I don't know why they would do that, but in any case. So once again, this is called Ise Kadoya Premium Kagura beer, American IPA, 6.5%. And you see this somewhere, of course, give it a try. It is kind of, I think, limited to the region, the Mie region, the area around Ise City and Ise Shrine. So give it a go, and let me know what you think. Okay, well, we're going to look at some more beers from Ise Kadoya in the next few videos. Please give them a look and subscribe to the channel. Check out the Ise Kadoya playlist if you like. Okay, take care. Bye bye.